Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zain, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen. If you find that this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let us know how it resonates with your circumstance. If you want to order any of my services, all you have to do is email me. That is how you will contact me. I feel like I say this every single time, and I know I do, but yet I still see a lot of people that say, well, I don't know how to contact you. My email is in the description box, okay? And I think I might start leaving it in the comments section as well. That way, if you don't know how to find the description box, you will be able to find it there. For those of you who do not know, I have the ancestor money here. Dr. Francis Cress Wessling. Okay, I have created these for you all who want to be more in tune with your indigenous ancestors who were very powerful leaders, okay? I have the Madam C.J. Walker ancestor money. I have the Martin Luther King ancestor money. And I also have Malcolm X ancestor money. I have to pull it from my own personal stash because y'all know I got mine set aside. Where's my Malcolm X? Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Okay, so here's my Malcolm X ancestor money, okay? So there are 88 notes per package. And you can order these from me, okay? They cost $18.88. I'm very intentional with my numbers because the number 8 is all about abundance. So $18.88, you can get your package of 88 notes of any one of these ancestor monies that you would like in order to either put on your ancestor altars, your candles. You can burn them to your ancestors to send the currency over. So that's where we're starting. Now, I still have the $55 special going on for the readings. Email me. I'm going to go in and check all of my emails today. That special will be ongoing for a while. Okay, I do not have an end date just yet. So you can email me, 30-minute session over the phone. And you ask as many questions as you'd like. So this is my cover card. This is not the right one. I'm going to pull from my Declare and Decree deck. If you want to order this deck from me, feel free to email me. Whatever comes out, you're going to write it on paper and burn it to clear it from your energy. So we have all self-doubt and disbelief in my potential. All self-doubt and disbelief in my potential are now cleared from my energy and spirit and in flesh. So just screenshot that, write it on paper, and burn it. So that's putting strong emphasis on the solar plexus chakra, self-doubt and disbelief in my potential. So let's jump in. I'm going to start using my IC Tarot deck. If you want to order this deck, you can always email me as well. I have to let you all know which things are mine and which things, just pretty much telling you which products I have here available to you. Because I have other decks that are not decks that I've created, of course. So this is the Two of Pentacles. So this is definitely an energy of having a lot of responsibilities, juggling multiple things at one time, or even trying to figure something out. This one or that one. So let's see, what is this pertaining to? So you have the Three of Cups. Okay. Then you have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Some of you are trying to manage your personal relationships with work, and it could be that those things could kind of interfere with you remaining focused. Trying to manage your home life and work life, or trying to manage friendships and work, or love and work. Two of Pentacles, yeah. So I feel like something is being neglected, though, because the Eight of Pentacles came out in the reverse. So you want to make sure that you're able to find a balance here. Considering that the card of self-doubt and disbelief in my potential is what came out as far as what needs to be cleared, it could very well be that you may feel overwhelmed and you may question, do you have what it takes to be able to pursue a particular idea and focus on other areas of your life that are important to you? And I definitely can see where, as long as this self-doubt and disbelief in your potential is cleared, that it's very possible that you can, or you might have to delegate tasks or do some eliminating, like withdraw your energy completely if it's possible in certain situations, and really just get focused on your creative idea. This says, forgive yourself for not knowing you needed the lesson, even if it hurt. So there's certain lessons that you've had to experience, and you may be called to forgive yourself. Let me see. Your mind is not playing tricks on you. Okay. So you may be starting to question, like, okay, is this particular situation or having certain people around, is this really hindering my forward movement? You might be questioning if it's hindering your progression in your creative idea. And it's giving this energy that, yes, certain relationships are having a negative impact on your progression forward. Let me see why. Six of Pentacles. Okay, because you may find, because I mean, generally with the Six of Pentacles, it's supposed to be an even exchange. It's supposed to be reciprocity. You give, but you don't feel depleted, right? But maybe you're over giving. Maybe you're over giving, because I can see where there's a lot of people here that's needing your attention or needing your energy or needing your resources in some way. It doesn't have to be money, but in some cases it can be, you know. And so you may find that you're scrounging, trying to figure out, well, where can I make room to invest in this particular idea? But you're having to shell out in multiple directions. So it looks like it's going to come down to eliminating certain things. Because with this Two of Pentacles, she's actually holding groceries in one hand and then a shopping bag in another. So it could be eliminating your spending on clothes or just things that you don't necessarily need. Like if you really look around and evaluate your space, do you have more than enough of that? You see what I'm saying? Are you overindulging in something that you really don't need or that you will likely not really use like that? You see what I'm saying? Or it could be because she's holding a grocery bag full of fruits and vegetables. It could be shifting your diet, you know, maybe less spending when it comes to eating out and more spending towards things where you could cook healthier meals that don't cost as much or that will stretch further. I'm just picking up this energy of trying to find a balance so that you can invest in this creative ideas. For some of you, you want to do something pertaining to fashion, clothing, but in other cases, it's just an idea. It doesn't have to be fashion, of course, but there's a lack of, and you know, you got a lot of threes coming out too. So if you've been seeing 333, then this message is definitely for you, because at the bottom of the deck, I have the Three of Wands, but it's in the reverse. So the Three of Wands is a card of being optimistic about the future. You know, it's about waiting for your ships to come in and being prepared when it does come in. Planning ahead and taking action to build that solid foundation. But in the reverse, it's like going backwards, feeling like there's a lack of foresight, you know, not really knowing how to execute your vision. And so you could end up having, you know, being pessimistic about the idea, not really having the most positive thoughts about that particular idea. So with the three coming out 3 times, it could also indicate third-party interference in a way where there's just a lot of outside factors that's playing a role in your stagnation. So you have the Temperance in the reverse. This could also deal with patience. So needing to be patient with the process as you nurture it. Let me see, why is Temperance in the reverse? That's Sagittarius energy, the Five of Wands. Okay, so conflict. You might find that there's like internal conflict or like external factors where it's like just a little bit chaotic. You might be losing your patience, you know, or maybe even losing your patience with the process in and of itself. Okay. In some cases, there are people around you who are the perfect distraction, and they know that they're distracting you, right? They know that you have a lot that you would like to focus on, and so they could be kicking up dust, hoping to get you emotionally off balance so that you won't get in alignment with your vision, okay? Look at that, Five of Pentacles, because some of these people they're afraid to be left out in the cold. So now we have 5-5. You might start seeing 555. Some of these people are afraid of being left out in the cold. If you actually, I do have 555 here because the Temperance card is the number 14. So that breaks down to a 5. So we have 555 literally coming out back to back. So you may be going through a lot of changes with these different relationships in your life because certain people are afraid of being left out in the cold. They're feeling isolated in some way, or they may be they may want you to feel isolated. It's something that's going on here where there's some changes that's happening in your life that's the perfect distraction. And so if you are thinking like, I feel like they're doing this on purpose, I feel like, this is having some spiritual consequences that's interfering with my abundance or my creativity or, my ability to be the co-creator of my life, whatever the case may be, your mind is not playing tricks on you. What you feel is what it is. And so now, let me see. The moon is here. I feel like I just heard move in silence, be very discreet, stay incognito, stay behind the scenes, under the radar for a while. Because, let me clarify the moon. The world is in the reverse. And for some of you, this could very well be your social media. In some ways where you have people who don't really want to see you thrive in your success. And in some cases, you need to withdraw from that and not interact as much or not be as vocal about what you're working on, because this may not be outright. It may not be evident, like you have people around you that's causing chaos. Some of you are more so in hermit mode and you don't have a lot of people around you, but yet you still feel this resistance where you feel like you can't quite focus on something. Your mind is not playing tricks on you. You have people who literally are pushing up against you that don't want to see you balanced enough to focus on your craft and to master this thing, okay? You have competitive energy around you, behind the scenes though, that you don't see with your natural eyes. So being very discreet, staying under the radar while you focus on cultivation. Now, the Two of Swords is here. It's like blinding your enemies. Blinding your enemies so that they don't have any clarity about what you have going on. Look at that. I told you, because people are watching. People are definitely watching, and every time they see that you have something else that you're working on or something else that you could potentially be successful at, they are disgruntled. They are disappointed. They are obsessively watching. This is the Page of Swords, okay? Obsessively watching. And you may not see them, right? You may not see this energy here. They don't want to see you successful. They don't want you to see you thriving and to have a lot of people that's inspired by you. Let me see, why is this person looking so frowned up? What is their problem? This is competitive energy. Page of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Cups in the reverse. It's because this person is not happy from within. It don't have nothing to do with you. It's not even personal. And that's funny because I keep on hearing that song, "Don't take this personal." I don't really know all the words, but she's like, I don't need you, but I want you. I don't even know who sings that, but I kept hearing it all morning. Don't take this personal. It's not a personal thing. You haven't done a damn thing to these fools. This is energy that's watching you, that's just unhappy with themselves, and so they don't want to see you thrive. I don't know why these rats, roaches. I was going to say roaches, but god dog, rats too. I don't know why they keep showing up, but I guess they'll never go away. You know what I'm saying? It's more or less one of those things where there's light, everything is attracted to it. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like this energy is just kind of obsessively, I wouldn't even say kind of, this energy is obsessively watching you. because they see the potential in what you have here. They see the potential. They see that people want what you have. They know that people will gladly invest in what you have. Many people even, okay? Many people with a smile on their face will gladly invest in what you have. And so on one end, there's this combative energy that wants to work up against you. Okay? This is on one end. And on another end, there's people that want to build with you, who are more than happy to share in your vision. So this is where the clashing of energy is happening, okay? It's not just one person, though. There is one person that is very, very disgruntled out of this whole group, but there's a few people here that's just dissatisfied with themselves. They haven't been able to realize their own visions. They haven't been able to bring much of anything into fruition. I feel like they've started things and they haven't completed them. We've all been in that position at one point, but the more that you evolve and you focus on healing yourself, of course, the more that you're able to make things happen. You see what I'm saying? An unhealed person self-sabotages their vision. Why? Because there's likely a lack of confidence. There's self-doubt, which this came out. All self-doubt and disbelief in my potential is now cleared from my energy and spirit and flesh. And one thing that I just got, my spiritual team just said to me, a lot of the times when I do these declarations, it's for the roaches in the back that want to crawl through. That's even my personal enemies that watch my channel. A lot of times these declarations is for them to complete. And it's their opportunity to clean themselves up and to go from being a roach to a dove. You don't have to stay a roach. So this could very well be for those beings that just, they don't like me, but yet they're still drawn to my channel because they just nosy as hell, dealing with self-doubt and disbelief in themselves. And this is why, if you're going to come to my channel, at least take something from it that can help you rather than sitting there watching looking like this. Because this will give you wrinkles. Okay? So that's just a little side note. But back to you all. This is where the imbalance comes in at. So, of course, there's a strong potential here for elevation and for success in your vision. Look at that. I told y'all these heifers here. They want to come for you. Okay? They want to come for you. What is the problem here? What is the problem? Because they just doing too much. Oh, because you love yourself, because you're gentle, you're angelic. Okay? You're drinking from your own cup. You don't need anybody else to bring you happiness, to bring you peace. And there's a purified energy about her. She's submerged in the water. She's wearing all white. So there's this purifying energy. They don't like you. They hate your light. But the water can also represent intuitive wisdom. You're not afraid of going deeper beyond the surface. You're not afraid. Okay? And so I feel like they're very jealous of your light, jealous of your pure energy, your genuine nature, jealous of your spiritual gifts, and the fact that you're so tapped in on a very, very deep level, and that you just love yourself. And very, very just naturally beautiful for the divine feminine that's watching, and very naturally handsome for the divine masculine that's here. It's like, it's that type of energy where people, they just, it's a different, look at the difference here. Look at them and look at you. Look at them and look at you. This says a lot. You see what I'm saying? You're just relaxed, you're calm, you're stable, you're good. And these beings are uptight. Look at them. I'm telling you, it just keeps coming out. But they can't do anything to you, though. That's the thing. They want to fight up against you so bad. Okay? Now, of course, I don't have more than 2 of these cards in my deck. I just mix my decks up. So, they want to fight you so bad. It just keeps coming out. 5, 5. This is the 5 of Swords. 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands again. 5 of Pentacles is here. Okay? Temperance in the reverse. Temperance is the number 5. 14 broken down to a 5. So 5, 5, 5, 5. They're going through a lot of changes. And they hate it. Life is truly kicking their asses because they have such a strong obsession with you that they're, man, I feel like it's too much for them to bear. You just heard my daughter scream. That's how they want to scream. Okay? That's how they feeling right now. The Knight of Pentacles. Things are moving very slow for them. So I feel like their desire is to slow things down for you. Behind the scenes, it's like, it's not working, though, because that 5 of Wands came out in a reverse. So they're feeling defeated. They're feeling defeated because they know that it's not working because you keep coming in harder. You keep pushing towards your goals. But they want to see you slow down here. Because for them, if you slow down, then they feel, that's why they watch you so closely. Especially if you have, whether you have your business on social media or whether this is a work environment. This could be a work environment. This could be your business if you have it online, or if you're an influencer in any way. Whatever you got going on, people are finding a way to obsessively watch you. And there's this resistance. So they want to see you kind of slacking. If they see you slacking in their mind, they feel like maybe you're starting to doubt yourself, right? Maybe your vibrations are lowered. And so in some cases, they feel like that's when they can go in for the kill, as far as wreaking havoc or doing their little spell work, whatever their, choice of poison is to try to corrupt your energy. They're looking for the cracks. They're looking for the cracks, okay? So the Death card is here. They're not going to find them, though, because this is coming to a close very, very fast as far as what they've been able to do to slow you down. So you've transformed a lot. The Death card is all about transformation. Let me see, what is this Death card all about? To the Lovers in the reverse. You've withdrawn yourself from any connections, because the Lovers is not just about romantic connections. But you've withdrawn yourself and separated yourself from any and all connections that could bring corruption to your energy. So now you're very, very adamant about only surrounding yourself with people who are in alignment with your vision, who support your vision, who bring in positive energy to your life, where there's reciprocal relationships here. That is what you are focused on. That is the only type of energy that you're welcoming into your life. And so as a result of this, they don't have anything to work with. These beings that's working up against you. Like I said, this could be anybody. Family, false friends, hating co-workers, or people that's behind the scene that you don't even know if you are in the public eye. That's just waiting for the opportunity. They're crossing their fingers. They are like losing sleep at night, hoping that you will not continue to persevere. What is it going to do for them? That's what I want to know. What is it going to do for them if you give up? Look at that, the Chariot. Now they feel like they'll be on high heel. That's just crazy. It's going to, see, because the Chariot is all about confidence, right? It's about knowing which direction you're going in and feeling good about it. So this will increase their confidence. Okay? If you withdraw and if you lose your confidence in yourself and your ability to carry out your vision, they're going to feel confident enough to pursue their own. Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? Their success is contingent upon your failure. Which means they'll never be successful. Because you will not fail. And even if you chose to reroute, right? If you chose to say, you know what, that thing over there is no longer in alignment with my vision, I want to pour my focus and energy into this over here, you still have not failed. You are still in alignment with doing those things that keeps you happy and pursuing those things that you feel passionate about. So therefore, your vibrations are still high. So you cannot fail. But they have a skewed perception of what failure means. They think that if you're no longer focused on one particular thing, that now you're starting to lose momentum in every area of your life. That's how small pea-brained these beings are. They don't recognize that sometimes your spiritual team reroutes you to pour your focus into other things, because that one thing, if it's also on your plate, can be overwhelming, right? It can be hard to digest. It can be difficult on the digestive system. So you have to remove something from the plate so that you can then focus on those things that keeps you balanced. And so these beings are watching to see, are you going to drop the ball in one particular area? Because in their mind, that means that you are giving up on yourself. They're totally misinterpreting the energy. The Five of Cups is in the reverse. Look at that. So if you give up, the Five of Cups in the upright is somebody that is grieving. They're feeling like they took losses, right? They feel like they missed out on opportunities. Look at that. The Nine of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. In the reverse, they feel like, oh, finally I can breathe. Finally I can let up off of these emotions, right, that they're feeling if you fail. So there's yet another five right there. All of these fives that's coming out is them dealing with their karma. They're going through a lot of massive changes that are not good changes, okay? And so they're looking for some sort of sign that the scale will tip back into their favor. And the only sign that they can think of is you starting to withdraw from your vision, because then they feel like, okay, well, maybe they're going to feel like maybe you're starting to get your karma, right? Or it's the spell work or the evil eye that they've been sending is finally becoming effective. Therefore, it might, balance in it tip the scales in their favor to where their life will be more enhanced. They know nothing about alchemy. Like, these beings is real sad. I don't know who taught them. I don't know where they learned these things from, but they know nothing about alchemy. Okay, little babes in this thing. Like, real talk, babes. Ten of Cups is in the reverse. The Hangman. See, they want you stuck. That's what they want. They want you laying around, stuck, tired. But it's not going to happen. Why? Because you're the Empress. You're the Emperor. You're royalty. You sit firmly on your throne. You ain't going nowhere. And what they fail to understand is, even when the Empress or the Emperor is resting, you're still receiving spiritual downloads. You're still getting DNA upgrades. You're still going to get up out of that restful state with new creative ideas that you will pursue and actually bring into fruition, because you've healed enough to not self-sabotage. The Empress and the Emperor sit comfortably on their throne and they make things happen. A lot of times they can make things happen from right there in their seat. They ain't got to run around like a chicken with their head cut off unless they want to. Okay? The Empress and the Emperor have earned their throne. And so therefore, everything that they create turns to gold. Everything they touch turns to gold. They are the master alchemist. Okay? So, I don't know. These beings, it's like, it's so, they're just exerting their energy in such a wasteful manner, and this is what's happening to them. Okay, this is still at the bottom of the deck. This is their energy. Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. They feel stuck. They feel trapped. Ugh, they getting on my nerves. The Knight of Swords is in the reverse. Just go sit down somewhere. Gosh, look at that. The King of Wands is in the reverse. They lack confidence. They lack power. They're not leaders here. They're followers. And that's why they have to come together with groups of people to try to come up against you, because nobody is a leader in this thing. Everybody is just following along, and now it's chaotic. Now it's just a dramatic scene for these beings. Anyways, y'all, let me light my sage. Ugh. You know, like I said, sometimes I wonder if maybe my spiritual team just wants me to do these messages just to make these beings see. The ones that actually watch my channel, right? Just for the sake of gathering information and things of that nature. I wonder if my spiritual team has me do this to make them see the error in their ways. To try to, because maybe one, maybe two of them actually have a fighting chance to come up out of this energy and to stop being overly focused on the chosen, but to start choosing themselves. You see what I'm saying? Maybe that's why this energy comes through the way that it does. It could very well be that there's at least one amongst these people that's ready. I feel like this is an altar call. Are you ready to accept yourself? Are you ready to save yourself? Okay? It feels like an altar call. Put away your childish ways. Okay? Find out who you are. Go heal from your traumas. Forgive yourself. Deal with your karma. It's like, it's one of them things. It really does feel like it's that type of energy. And I feel like now that I'm really thinking about it, that's why this card came out here. Forgive yourself for not knowing. You needed the lesson even if it hurt. For some of these beings, they had no idea who you were, chosen. They had no idea who they was running up, who they was working up against, a divine being. There's nothing but pure love, integrity. They had no idea. They just became a follower and joined forces with another group of people against you off of slander, falsehoods, illusions about you, without learning you first, without evaluating you through their own mind, heart, and spirit. They completely shut all of that out and blinded themselves and decided that they was going to get corrupted with the false narratives about who you are. And they took that and they ran with it and started working up against you. And now life is lifing on them. And they don't understand why. It's because they had no knowledge of who you are as a divine being. So they jumped in a battle and they had no clue what it was all about and who it was against. That's the most foolish thing that a person can do. Okay? The most foolish thing that a person could do is to jump on a bandwagon against somebody else just because a group of people don't like you. And so now that's why I feel like the message went in this direction, because somebody out of this group of people has the opportunity to withdraw from this bullshit and stop allowing these people to siphon off of their energy just to, in hopes that it will enhance their power against the chosen. They feel like the more bodies that they collect to join in on their foolery, the more powerful they are. And so then they have a fighting chance to take down one. You know that's some cowards right there when you need multiple people to take down one. Like, what is your problem? Clearly they have they know who you are. They know how powerful you are. Anytime you got to have multiple people and then they still collecting bodies in hopes that they'll enhance their strength against one. They shouldn't even want to try to fight up against you when you got to do all of that. But because they're so afraid of how bad this thing is going to get for them, they're trying their best to see what they can do to bring you down in hopes that they can relieve some of this karmic debt by placing it on your shoulders, chosen. Somebody, like I said, has the chance to withdraw from this thing. And if they are watching this message, this is your first and final, matter of fact, you got plenty of warnings through your karma. This is your final warning. This is the final call for you. And if you choose to ignore this message and leave from here with that mindset thinking that you're going to win with these low vibrational beings, you will be consumed in the fire with them. You will be devoured in the flames with these beings. Not only that, but the more that these beings go through their karma, you will then become their target. And you probably already are. You're probably already noticing that they're treating you like shit. Pretty soon you will be trampled by them, because they're going to need to feed something to the beast that they have conjured up against the chosen. And you will be the first sacrifice, because they don't give a shit about you either. They don't give a shit about themselves. They don't give a shit about each other. But because you have the opportunity to actually cross over on the other side of this thing, because there's hope for you, they're jealous. And they will likely trample over you, because they say, if we got to go down, you going down too. What makes you so special? So you better use this opportunity to take heed to wisdom when you hear it. That's for the little minions in the back. This is not for the majority of you. Y'all know that. So let me just take a card to close out. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull it from my book. This is a book full of channeled messages. It's called Guided Light. So this book is not meant to be read from front to back. It's meant for you to open it and to read whatever you feel guided to read. And in the back of this book, I have 56 specifically random messages that you can read that's shorter, you know. And so I'm going to pull, let me see, because we got the number 5, that came out so many times, we're going to read message number 5 here. Or do I want 55? Let me see. I think I'll just do 5. I might do both. Let's just see. Maybe I'll read both. So message 5. It says, you are now fully operating from a higher state of consciousness. Your awareness of life has provided you with clarity about the people you once allowed to influence you. Like a bird that finally breaks free from its cage, you are moving forward, with everyone watching, aware that their attempts to manipulate you have failed. They are frustrated and disordered in their energy because they can no longer use you as a means of control or drag you down with them. Come on, y'all. They can no longer use you as a means of control or drag you down with them. You have shifted your focus away from them, and all they can do is observe you. Hold on, y'all. Y'all can't tell me that this ain't the truth. This book here that my spiritual team had me channel for you all, you need to purchase your own book. Email me. This says all they can do is observe you as you rise and pursue your true path. Keep soaring as you deepen your understanding of your newfound freedom. That's random message number 5. Okay, let's look at random message number 55 before I close out. It says you have faced many challenges from those who wish to undermine your position. It's time to embrace a more authentic path and break free from societal beliefs and conditioning. You have the right to assert yourself and express your truth according to your unique perspective. Trust your wisdom and intuition to guide you on your journey. Cherish the memories of love and let your experiences of pain serve as a catalyst for your healing and growth in the future. That's it and that's all. That's it and that's all. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to y'all next time.